Hi, hello again, people on YouTube. Welcome to the 2023 Winter Show at ITP, IMA, and LowRes. Building on the excitement from yesterday's live stream, today we will podcast more projects on the second floor here at 370 J Street. If you didn't get a chance to watch yesterday live stream, it's available to watch on our YouTube channel. So make sure to check it out. Yesterday live stream was a treasure trove of cool and innovative projects, and today promised to be the same. Basically, we'll go through some of the projects today, and as we dive into this world of arts and technology, so check it out. It will be an unforgettable experience.
Hello and welcome to our interview. And what's your name?
I'm Isabel.
Oh, hello, Isabel. This is your project, right? Can you introduce your project to us?
Sure. I'm a second-year ITP student, and my project is called Forest Mirror, and it's an interactive experience that turns people's poses into trees.
Okay. Would you like to demonstrate how it works to us?
Sure. Yeah. So you have to go in front of the camera.
Let's go in front of the camera. Oh, you can keep explaining with the project.
Yeah. So you see in the top left corner, it's tracking all of our poses that it sees on camera. It's just a webcam, and it's turning our pose data.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what inspired you to make this project with so natural engagement with the website's experience?
Yeah, I mean, I really like nature and trees and having a really peaceful environment. And I think it's a good juxtaposition between technology and our place in nature. And it's fun. And I really like making interactive fun experiences.
Amazing. Can you imagine, after this show, there's a place you can place your project to the public? Do you have, a dream place to place?
Oh, man. I haven't really thought about that. But I would love to see it, on a big screen in the lobby or in a museum somewhere. I think these are really great for groups and for people looking to have fun and just to explore technology.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I think there's lots of audience online, and if they want to follow up your work after this show, can you share us with your social media account?
Sure, you can find more work at my website. It's Isabel Lee, ISABELLEE.me.
Okay, thank you. And before we move, do you have anything you want to add on?
No, thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, should we start now? Hi, thank you so much for coming to the Winter Show.
Yeah.
Could you briefly introduce yourself, starting with your name, program, and project title?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jetty. I'm from the first year ITP student, and this is my project called Talking to the Aliens. So this is it's a recreation from the movie called Arrival, which is a film about how aliens interact with humans. So right now, imagine you are talking to the alien behind the screen, and then right now you can ask them questions by clicking on the question that I provide you here, like what planet are you from? So the alien is gonna answer you in his own language, just like in the film. So the branches and the intervals just is the sign of how alien answers your question. This is generated by algorithm like random Gaussian and also Perlin noise just by your input. We translate that into several different parameters, and then we send that into AI, so let them to do the translation job. So here are the chat history, and you can see it will reply to anything you input. Even I'm just a random typing, it's gonna generate some answer. But since you are answering so weirdly, so there's so many branches, which means it's gonna take relatively long time to generate the answer. So as we can see, so this is what I'm trying to bring you, that how you talk to the alien and how the uncertainty there is during the communication between human and another species.
That's wonderful. So if people want to find you online, do you have an Instagram or a personal portfolio website where we can find you?
I have an Instagram, but I don't have a personal website yet. I'm considering building that. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can search YIJIAQI05.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there anything else you want to add?
There's that. Thank you. You can also pay attention to my other group work that is there at Pet Sphere.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, hello. Welcome to our interview. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Lily Crandall. I'm a second-year ITP student.
Okay. Hi, Lily. This is your project, right? Can you introduce your project for us?
My project is called Shared Halls, 70 Years Apart. This building that we're currently in, it used to be the MTA headquarters for many years, and I recently found out that a few of my family members worked here throughout the 50s and 60s. So my great uncle, my great aunt, and my great grandpa. I found that out about 2 months ago. And it was really exciting for me to learn that I have so much family history here in this building that I'm in every single day. So I'm doing a lot of research by talking to my great aunt, look at like online archives, family photos, and just a ton of research in a lot of different ways. And this is kind of like a visual exploration of the research that I've done so far.
Oh, I can tell like it's a really historical project, and I see you combine the digital with the physical part. So what inspired you to make this combination?
Yeah. So the way that my project works is you pull open a tab and then one of 6 collages is shown up on the screen. And I was inspired by this idea of the reveal of learning about my family's history here and revealing all of these like family photos that I never knew about and photos of the building and other kinds of documents. And I was also inspired by old photo slides where you have to literally slide open and there's light behind to show what's going on in that image. So.
Yeah, I can tell like you deliver the context from this nice installation. And so, do you have any other like works you want to share with our audience, like on your portfolio website or like on your social media?
Yeah, you can check out my other work on my website, which is crandall.com, which is CRANDULL. I like working with physical items, digital, like working with paper and yarn and other kinds of things. So check out all my stuff there.
Okay, thank you. And I think it's time for our this conversation. And before we leave, do you have anything you want to add on?
No, not really. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for talking.
Thank you. Bye.
Cool. Hi, thank you so much for coming to the Winter Show. Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Yeah, my name is Angela Juarez, and my project is called La Panaderia number 11. It's an interactive miniature diorama of a Mexican bakery that's inspired by a bunch of bakeries from my hometown in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, it invites users to listen to some music. You can change the music if you want. There's a button here that turns on the coffee maker. And it also activates a small diffuser with a blend that I made with one of my mentors, Gail Knowles, of like coffee essence, vanilla, cinnamon leaf, and just some other common fragrances that you would smell in a bakery. And I just kind of wanted to recreate that feeling of what it's like to be back home getting some pan dulce.
That's awesome. Could you tell us where you get your inspiration from this project, or like if there's any challenges you've encountered along the way?
Yeah, well, my inspiration is just all the bakeries I've ever been to back home. And I've definitely faced a lot of challenges with this project. It was my Pecan project, so I had never worked with these kinds of electronics before, especially integrating them into physical objects like this. So a lot of the digital stuff was definitely a learning curve, but it was really fun to have it working for the show finally.
That's wonderful. If people want to learn more about your work, do you have an Instagram account that we can follow you?
Yeah, my Instagram is X Angela Juarez. So XANGELAJUAREZ.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay, like I think we can stop here and another camera will help us to follow the project. So welcome to our interview. So can you introduce yourself about your name, your department and your project?
Hi, I'm Siki. So our project is called Pacifier.
Okay.
And
I'm
yeah.
Jetty, and we are all first-year ITP students.
My name's Isabel. I'm also a first-year ITP student.
Okay, so nice to meet you. Like, who of you like want to introduce your project? Okay.
So this is a pet sphere. It is a sphere that is a pet. If you're the generation of Club Penguin, then it's a puffle. If you're the generation of Star Trek, then it's a tribble. If you know neither, which is like me, it's okay. It's a cat. So essentially, his idea was to make the perfect form of a pet. And so his idea was a sphere. Unfortunately, he also said it has a personality of a cat. So then the rest, because we have one more member. And so the three of us were like, you're going to stop there. It's going to have fur now. So this is what it is. So right now it responds to touch and rotation. So if you rotate it, because it can't move by itself, unfortunately, with the fur, so then you have to help it rotate. So if you pick it up or touch it, then it will start moving on the inside. And so then you can like hug it, you can like move it around, you can brush it as well. So if you want to see a little demonstration,
Yeah.
you want to brush it. So yeah, and so that is, it exists to be cute, and that's what it is.
It's really cute. Like, so do you have any like unforgettable process when you're making about this project? I can tell, like, it's really delicate.
Yeah. So actually, we have one that the Bluetooth doesn't actually really work. So this is our example one. So if you want to, ta-da! So this is the sphere itself. So this is actually the most kind of the hardest process to kind of do is figure out how to 3D print the sphere as well, because we needed to make it so we could open it, so that we could actually get the motor and things inside. So because of that, like being able to 3D print a sphere that has both the threads and the halves of the sphere was a process we had to like keep making iterations of. So I think we printed like 6 in total. And then so yeah, and there were like all different variations. So in the end, we found out that if you printed the screw thread separately, then it works a lot better. But yeah, so then right now it has like the battery and then the sensors and motors. And so this is our first variation. And so our joke is that every semester we're going to try to like make another iteration and make more. So in the end, we're going to have like a little like group of them. And yeah.
Oh, yeah. Amazing. Like, so if we want to follow up you, if you make the next generation of your cute pet, so where could we find your follow-up projects?
Yeah. So then I am on Instagram. I'm not very active, but I will try to be. So should I just like say what my?
Yeah, you can spell it out so we can.
Oh yeah. So it is the number 1 SABE 7_W. So
Okay, thank you, Jackie. Would you like to spell your Insta account?
Okay, my Instagram ID is YIJIAQI05.
Okay, thank you. What about you? Would you like to share with us?
I only have my email, which is sc10289@nyu.edu.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Hi, thank you so much for coming to the Winter Show. Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Yes, my name is Melika Panbechi. I'm a first-year student at ITP NYU, and my project is called Palestinian Children Deserve Joyful Tea Time on Their Own Streets. It is a P5JS sketch that incorporates a reel that recently came out of Gaza of 2 little boys sharing a joyful moment on like a super grayed out street due to the bombings that have been happening, and they're just giggling and sharing tea together. Yeah.
Yeah, what are some of the challenges you encounter while creating this project?
Well, some of the challenges that I encountered have been, this project was actually like a 2-piece project that also included a tea ritual installation that was an audio installation. You could pick it up and you could hear audios that I interviewed through ethnography. However, in the very last minute, my soundboard malfunctioned and it stopped working. So this is just one piece of it, but I'm looking forward to the future iterations where I can incorporate that part into it as well.
Yeah, and if people want to learn more about your work, do you have an Instagram or like some website that we can visit?
Yes, I do. I have an Instagram. It's at MVLIKA. So that's Malika, but instead of an E, it's a V. So please follow me. And actually, Instagram is the topic of some of my, like the main topic behind my work, of this overwhelming feeling of all of the content that we're receiving overlaid on top of each other. So I look forward to connecting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, hello. Yeah, welcome to our interview. And can you introduce yourself and your project for our audience online?
Hi, my name is Pearl. This is my project, Pixel Pangia. It's basically a rescue mission to save the dinosaur from the Google Chrome T-Rex game.
Oh, yeah.
So I took the game, made it frame by frame, and then printed it on a variety of like the most comforting human-like material, like bread, milk, and butter. And I ultimately found out I don't think we'll ever be rescued from the internet. So.
Oh, Interesting. So how can you come up with this idea about to rescue the dinosaur on the Google? I believe everyone see it every day, but why can you come up with it? It's really interesting.
Well, I mean, since we're moving towards a more like permanent online presence, I just took something that's already online permanently and wanted to sort of see if I can take something that's online and make it physically tangible, or what that means is something's physical and digital.
Yeah, amazing. And I also can tell for your project, it looks really dedicated. Do you have anything during production process you want to share with us?
I mean, just each object is hand printed with ink and like screen print, and then the bread is laser cut. So just yeah, each object is about 22 animated frames.
I can tell it's a really hard work. So, like, if our audience online they want to follow up with you after our show, do you want to share us your social media or your website with us?
Yeah, my Instagram is Pearl Martin.
Okay, if you don't mind, you can spell it out so
Okay, yeah,
people
yeah.
online can find you.
Great. Okay, PearlMarden.
Okay, thank you so much, and hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to the Winter Show. Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Hi, this is Qian. I'm from Taiwan, and then this is a group project. I'm a key person. The project is basically combining PCOM and IC, and we're doing a synesthesia simulation.
Awesome. What are some challenges you encounter?
The challenges is that when I was trying in this, I've always feel like, because I have perfect picture synesthesia, so whenever if you feel like something is a little bit off-thing or the colors aren't matching, you can imagine if you walk up to a supermarket and then you see fruits of these colors or rays, you will feel like something is a little bit off, but you will still be able to tell what they are. So in this project, we're trying to color map the key with the notes, but the challenge is that throughout explaining this process, some people they might not necessarily understand the concept, but a lot of times people will they'll be happy to try out anyways.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wonder, if people want to learn more about your work, is there a place they can find you on Instagram, or do you have a website that we can visit?
Oh yeah, of course. My Instagram handle is just my legal name, CHIENGNTAI.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, hello, welcome to our interview. So, can you briefly introduce yourself and about your project?
Sure. Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a first-year ITP student, and I created this project in collaboration with Enhiki, who's presenting another project. And this project, before I begin, is in solidarity with Palestine. And I'd just like to acknowledge the genocide and ethnic cleansing that's currently happening in Palestine. But ultimately, our project is a control panel where users can adjust all the different attributes to generate an image. This image is generated by AI, more specifically DALL-E, which is OpenAI's image generator. And it's used as a social commentary on how AI represents people, and specifically different attributes of people and a combination of that. So yeah, people just can adjust different attributes, generate, and then the image is presented to them back.
Okay, so it sounds really cool, and also it looks really cool, definitely. So, what makes you to think to combine all the physical part with the AI and the software side stuff together? Why you just not make a software-based stuff? You want to combine the physical part with the software?
Right. So we just use technology a lot, whether it's in this program or otherwise, and there's so much commentary that we can do on technology and AI bias, specifically. Currently, like OpenAI or image generations, I was banned from one of the AI generating image softwares for using the word Palestine too much. And so we wanted to create something that's compelling and something that invites users to come use it. So we noticed that people like to use like physical knobs and like something that looks a bit more like a game or a controller. So we made it into this like interactive installation where people can actually are invited to use it. It looks compelling, but then there's a social commentary on kind of what you're using and what you're generating.
Okay, I can totally get what you're trying to deliver, and also have some similar experience like you. So if there's our audience online, they also have the same feeling like you and want to follow up you, would you like to share your social media with us so we can follow up you after the show?
Yeah, of course. You can always email me to li457@nyu.edu.
Okay.
Yeah, and my name is Leanne Ibrahim. Connect everywhere on social media. It's just my name. So.
Okay, thank you. And before we leave in, would you have anything you want to add on?
Free Palestine. That's what I'd like to add on.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Hi, Hi, can you tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Yes, hi, my name is Enrique. I'm at ITP, and my project is called A New Animal.
Wonderful. Could you tell us a little more about your project? It looks very interesting.
Yes, so this is the AI assignment that we had for Hypercinema. This is the first time that they gave this assignment, I think, and the prompt for the challenge of the assignment was to create a video using just AI-generated stills. And I kind of wanted to move away from like the whole AI look, so I wanted to see how the AI would create something that looked very like human-made and manual. So I went with the like very artisanal technique of wood cutting, and that was also like kind of a play on how the AI would like recreate something that's like very manual and human. So we also chose a poem by an artist called Robin Myers, an excerpt of the poem that talked about like how the human experience can be seen from like afar, and we thought it would be fun to put the AI in the place of like the AI looking at us humans. So we fed the verses of this poem into the AI with the woodcut style, and it returned these images that are in the video. And since they like really represented the woodcut style, we also thought it would be fun to see how they would be in a physical form. So we used the laser cutter to print into wood, to etch the images into wood, and we actually created a zine based on the images that we generated. So so it's kind of like a collaboration between like AI and humans. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting that there's such a human nature in these AI-generated images. Is there anything you found interesting while creating this project?
I think so, yeah. I think that my point from the beginning, and Octavio's also who worked with me on this project, was to like really move away from the techy, like the digital, fakey vibe of AI. And we really wanted to play with like this, what is the limit between like humanity and like machine and technology? So that was kind of like an experiment. And since like everything was like additive, we didn't like originally intended to print it out on paper, but we were just like experimenting and figuring out on as we like go how to represent this in, like as a human, like more technique. So it was kind of like a collaboration between human and machine, I would say.
That makes sense. This is very interesting for anyone maybe who wants to purchase your wood piece or want to follow up with your interesting video work. Where can they find you online? Do you have like an Instagram or a website?
Yeah, my Instagram is my first and last name, so at Enrique Stockler. Yes.
Gotcha. And maybe for your collaborator?
Octavio, I think it's octavio.fm. Yes.
Wonderful. Any last minute notes you would like to add?
I would just like to give a shout out to Octavio. He made the music in this project, which is really beautiful. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your interview today.
Okay, hello, welcome to our interview. So what's your name?
My name is Ruby Zhang Qianru.
Oh, hello, Chenru. So this is your project, right? Can you introduce your project to us?
So this is a digital art gallery, which is based on the concept of Web3 and decentralization. When we think about like traditional arts ownership, we think about those like paintings that we hang on the wall, and the most modern way is to like share those through social media. And I'm thinking about bringing those like metaverse concepts through pandemic to this more modernized way of appreciating your own art ownership through 3D browser. So this is a 3D art space where you can interact with all of your arts that you owned and to like appreciate them and to like share those to a bigger world of metaverse. The coolest functionality of it is that you can actually connect it to your own Web3 decentralized wallet to see your own NFTs showcased in the 3D NFT gallery. So right now, I'm also like trying to incorporate more functionality of it for for example, like incorporating more like data algorithmic system to like maybe having more machine learning suggestions for the digital art owners for them to trade more art collections, or like even having this like more like interactions of like what is that word? Like by bidding different like art collections, etc., etc. So you can like actually walk through this art collection of like Pepe. You may want to be like so curious about like how much does these arts actually worth, and these Pepe arts actually found a collection where its floor price is starting from $30,000 US, which seems very absurd to lots of people. that a lot of people actually are appreciating or like chasing after this trend of like meme arts, but I'm also very intrigued in this social, like psychological phenomenon that a lot of people are like pursuing those like seemingly ridiculous arts and like raising this price, like skyrocketing market. And for the past 8 weeks, we see this like trend going even like further, that is like going straight, shooting the top.
Yes, thanks for your introduction, and I can tell it's a really interesting piece. And as you mentioned, like you have further like procedures like production about this work. So if our audience online or also for me, we want to follow up you with your future work, where should we find you online or your social media?
So my social media, my Instagram is ruby/qianru, and this website is also live, which is on avaladap.com. So you can like actually interact with it, connect your own wallet to it. This website is all published.
Amazing. So thanks for sharing. And before we're leaving, do you have anything you want to add on?
So I want to add on like the techno aspect of it, because a lot of people are very curious. So this whole framework is based on React and also the technology of React Street Fiber. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Enjoy the show.
Hi, could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
My name is Jane. I'm a ITP student, first year, and I took the class of ICM. This class is all about JavaScript, and this time I realized how JavaScript can make a big splash of the web development and anything about web. So the site, what I use is I use a P5 and with ML5 to make it recognize the voice command, and I took the GitHub data, public data for Pokemon's name and species associated with it, and then I pixelated each character and associate with the sound. So when each character has different pixelation, they display different sounds together. And every screen will have 10 names listed, and then according to the different pixelation, it generates a sound. And then all the sound get together. Every second, 2 seconds, there will be a character comes out. So as soon as the character comes out, the sound comes out. So all this together make a music. So this one part of it, and another part is the machine learning. I use ML5, pre-trained command recognition, voice recognition, to command my project. The page will be scroll up or down according to your command. I made it. I'm very thankful for the professors to hold this event. At the beginning, I wasn't very. One thing is a weekend, Sunday night. Professor emailed me and asking me for more information about this project. This makes me feel I need to do more about my project. Yeah. I start to spend all night to improve my project and then make it presentable to the public.
Yeah. Thank you so much. If people want to learn more about your work online, is there an Instagram handle or do you have a website that we can visit?
Not on it yet, but I can let you know.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Do you want to add one more? Like, is there anything else you want to add to your project?
Another thing is the children yesterday came and then they are so excited and then they give the command and then somehow the voice get really well and then behave well. And another thing is today there's a viewer and then asked me why this background is only on the homepage. That's because the accessibility. The color of every pixel is black and white, and then if the background is not selected particularly is very hard to rate. So I
Got it.
realize that.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, hello, and welcome to our interview. What's your name?
My name is Manad Gerze. I'm a first year IMA student.
Okay, hello, and so this is your project, right? Can you introduce your project to us?
Yes, hello. My project, it's called Human Eyes. It's an installation about the ongoing Palestinian genocide going on in Gaza and the way in which we view statistical prognosis and how we can reimagine the way we view data in regards to the Palestinian genocide and view them more as humans rather than letters and numbers.
Okay, I can completely tell your idea about your project. So, what inspired you to use the watermelon, like cut them in pieces, and to make the project in this way?
So essentially what you have here in the centerpiece, if we could just scoot back so I can show you.
Okay, I can scroll back.
What we have here in the centerpiece is a 7 foot by 2 foot coffin with a 2 foot elevation, inside of which I put watermelon specifically because I wanted us to understand that in this coffin there are Palestinians, and watermelon is a symbol for Palestinians. Watermelon has become the de facto flag for Palestinians in regards to them in their native land not being able to use their own flag. They've been forced to using symbolism, and now since using symbolism, they use the watermelon since it represents all 4 colors, and it's a native plant to Palestinians, and Palestinians historically were farmers and sheep herders.
Yeah, I can tell you put lots of your thoughts, and I think your medium you're choosing is really deliver the idea you are trying to convey. And if I believe there's lots of our audience online, they have the same like thoughts like you. And if they want to follow you after this show, do you know where they can find you? Would you mind share your social media with us? So
Yeah, so you can find me at Mahan Algarze on Instagram at MAANALGARZAE at MAANALGARZAE.
okay, thank you. And I know you have lots of want to express. So before we leave, do you have anything on to add?
I just wanted to add on Free Palestine. Hopefully, this ungodly genocide ends sooner. Ceasefire now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and hope you can enjoy your show. And yeah, have a good day.
Hi, could you briefly introduce yourself, starting with your name, program, and project title?
Hi, I'm Michaeli. I'm ITP second year.
My name is Eliana. I'm also ITP second year.
Orpheus, also ITP second year.
Awesome. Could you briefly tell us about your project? Where's your inspiration coming from?
Let you go. Sure. This is a group project plus 2 other students for autofictions, and it's a 4-minute audio-visual installation surrounding the concept of home. We are all immigrants in our group, and we kind of wanted to explore the idea of fragmentation in a physical space, and trying to come together to see what home means to each one of us, and how we can kind of elaborate that in a space.
Yeah. Since home is a concept that is so hard to explain and is very individual to every person, we thought about having different pieces scattered around the floor, bringing this installation that people have to walk around to try to piece this concept together by themselves.
Awesome. Is there any challenges that you guys encounter along the way?
You want to go first? Yeah.
Well, bringing everything together was a bit of a challenge. We had to essentially focus on each thing separately at the time and weren't sure how it would play out until the very last day. But thankfully it all worked out, and right now we're very happy with the result. Everything is working, and it is we're experiencing it at the same time as the audience is.
Yeah, large scale projects are always a challenge, but putting something that big together, it was a group effort, and we're glad it's happening and people are giving great feedbacks.
That's wonderful. So if our audience want to find you online, do you have an Instagram or website that we can visit?
Yeah, of course. If you want to find me online, my Instagram is ACOSMICA. Cosmica.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So my Instagram is ELYANA.SHAMSE LANGERROOIDI. Sorry.
And what's your Instagram?
I don't have an Instagram, but I'm Orpheus Kofinakos. Just Google me and I'll come up.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello, and what's your name?
My name is Parth.
Oh, Pat. Nice to meet you. And this is your project, right? Would you mind to introduce your project to our audience online?
Yeah, sure. So this is a representation of neural networks. So can we try drawing an alphabet? Can we go with that?
Yes, of course.
Sure. So right now I will try to draw an A alphabet.
Okay.
Now over here you will be able to see that it tries to interpret what you have written to then giving you a value at the end. So the first layer is the layer what you have actually done. Second, third, fourth are the hidden layers where it tries to understand what you have done, and then finally it gives you an output of what you have currently done.
Amazing. I can tell this is a really interesting project, and it has, I think, 5 layers, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, what inspired you to make this such interesting project, and how this mechanism works?
Yeah, so the inspiration. So there's one firm called as Pan Generator who has made a similar one called as the Abacus. I was inspired by that and taking the concept of neural networks or machine learning, which is a very huge concept for people to even understand, and materializing it and putting it into physical form was my idea behind it to make this work. Now, how it works is that I trained a machine learning model for the data. I built a data set and then I trained a model. That's how it's getting the information. Then it communicates it to the Arduino and which is then sent to the complete model for it to run. So yeah, the first layer, whatever I have done. So there's an A. So the first layer is the exact representation of that. The second, third, fourth are the hidden layers which machine tries to understand, and the last layer is the output layer.
Amazing. I think you are not just a good artist, but you are also a good engineer. So, like, if we want to follow up your amazing works after this show, would you want to share us, like, maybe your portfolio link or your social media account so we could follow you to see more amazing works?
Thanks a lot for the compliment. Yeah, you can find me on designwhich.works. You can also, that's also my portfolio link and that's also my Instagram link. So you can find me over there.
Amazing. So, and before we're moving, do you have anything about this amazing project you want to add on?
Yeah, I think fabrication was one of the difficult part, like pulling off such a magnificent big thing by alone. But yeah, it was worth my while, and I loved that I was able to do it.
Amazing, amazing. I totally agree. The fabrication is the most hard part, and thanks for your time. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of our show. Thank you. Okay, see you.
Hi. Could you briefly introduce yourself, starting with your program, name, and project title?
Yeah, of course. Hi, I'm Han. I am a second-year ITP student, and this is a project I did for time. And the name is How Many More Times Can We See the Full Moon Rise?
Amazing. Could you tell us like your process of creating this?
Yeah, of course. So I am getting the Tidal data in New York City using a real-time module, real-time clock module, and its library that connects to the API. So this is a project response to the real-time Tidal data in New York. So whenever right now, when you see the white light, it's showing that the tides are rising in New York, and when the tides get lower, the lights will get dimmer and warmer, and the other vibration disk will vibrate, casting the shadows on the wall over here.
Amazing. Where did you get your inspiration from this project? If you could share us a little.
Yeah, of course. It is a very personal project that relates to my grandfather who passed away, and we decided to bury him at the ocean. So we feel connected to him whenever we're close to the water. And so this is a kind of also a collective response to the people who passed away and the kind of like the limited lifespan of people.
For sure, yeah. Yeah. So if people want to learn more about your work, is there a place we can go to? Like, do you have an Instagram handle or personal website that we can visit?
Yeah, of course. I have a Wix personal website called Hanzen, my name, with a Wix site and portfolio on it. And I also have an Instagram that will be linked in there. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, congratulations. So this is your project, right?
Yeah.
So what's the project name? And can you briefly introduce this project to our audience online?
Okay, called Temporal Shadows. So basically, it's came from the idea that when we walk on the street, we can like in different time we saw our shadow looks like different lengths. So we think about like using the shadow to present a time. So when you walk in, you can see the light. It will have a clock to follow you, and your shadow will becomes the handles of the clock. Yeah, so that's the how we came up these ideas and how we like execute it.
Oh, amazing! I can tell like you make this project execute really success. So would you like to share us the technical like parts of your project with our audience?
Okay, sure. So basically, we use the Kinect, which is the depth camera. So one is on the top of the link to catch where our user is, and the other one's here to capture your online to draw the shadows. So basically, you will know where you are now and draw the shadows follow you. And also use some like technical part about catching the time and draw the shadows on the correct angles.
Oh, so like this shadows is no real shadow, it's generated by the. Oh, amazing! Like so, uh, so with this project, if you have the chance to place it to somewhere else, like on the public, would you like to place it? So if so, do you have a dream place to do?
Or maybe Metropolitan would be cool because I think like interior put in the interior space you can like that others create notice they have like another shadow that we create. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And I can tell your artistic expression is really nice. So if person like for me or like for our audience online, they want to follow up you after this show, would you like to share us your like your connect like your social media account or your portfolio website?
Oh,
So
my portfolio
yeah,
website is yichinlan.com.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
spell it out.
YICHUNLAN.com.
Yeah, we also will post your Instagram account on our video. And thank you for your interview. And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, enjoy the show.
Okay. Hi. Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Yes, so I am Michal. This project is Jasmine and mine. The project is called LoanWords. LoanWords is an algorithm that's creating a new words in English that are not real. It's learned from a database of an English words that are learned from other languages. So it's creating a new words, and for each letter, we created a symbol. So when a new word is generated, her symbols start to appear inside of a petri dish. Each symbol has its own skeleton, bones. So when they are appearing inside of the petri dish, they start to interact with each other and creating new cultures.
That's wonderful. Could you tell us a bit about your process?
Yeah, so we worked on Unity. There we did like the most of the job. We also created like by ourselves the symbols. We were inspired by different letters from different languages. To not be biased only of symbols that are inspired only from the English language. Yep.
Awesome. So if our audience want to learn more about your work online, do you have an Instagram account or a website that we can visit?
Yeah, so you can enter my Instagram is Michal Shoshan 2 or Jasmine Nakash. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so
Grabbing the ping ball. Oh. Okay, can we do right here?
Oh, of course. Okay, hello. Welcome to our interview. So, what's your name and what's your project? And can you introduce your project and yourself to our audience online?
Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Mark, and this is my project Served, which consists of 3 installations, all that have to explore our relationship to virtual bodies in physical space. So the project is presented as a full course meal with appetizer, main course, and dessert. And all of them have representations of female bodies in virtual space. and we're really looking at how people interact with bodies, and that's the project.
Amazing, and I can tell like how dedicated you make the I think starter, main course, and
dessert.
Desserts. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is our main course. I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but it's interactive, so you can wave. You can wave at the main course.
Okay.
There you go.
Amazing. How can you make this like 3D like projection here?
So this is a pepper ghost, so it's kind of has a hologram effect, and the woman in there is fully autonomous. She makes her own decisions, and she interacts when she pleases and how she pleases.
Ooh, amazing. And I think your whole project is really interesting, so it contends with the projection and to the main course. And this is the VR experience, right?
It's a mixed reality experience, yes, where the dessert is served in virtual space. And yeah, he's looking at the dessert now.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Oh,
how
nice.
does it taste? Good.
Okay. So like, I think our audience online must love your project very much. And if they want to follow up you, be your fans, would you like to share us your social account so they can follow up you after this show?
Yeah, of course. It's Mary_.mark on Instagram is the best way.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. And so I think before we're leaving, do you have anything on to add on with your project or about yourself?
The installations are made by me, but I had a collaborator, Jo Suk, and she made the orchestra made out of solenoids, which you can hear in the mixed reality piece. And I also want to thank my other collaborators who are in Vancouver who made this installation possible.
Okay, thank you. And I think you are really warmer heart person. And thank you for interviewing, and
you.
hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Yeah, sure.
Go first.
Okay, I go first. So I'm Lois He, and this is my project inside. It's called You. It's a talk experience and includes 2 parts. The first part is answering some question about your personality and is there another self inside your body. And the other part is have a conversation with your mirror self generated by GPT. So this is the basic idea of this concept.
Hello, I'm Leo. So this is our project, and what we're doing is we're trying to configure ChatGPT into the shadow personality of the experiencer, and we ask them a few questions, and then we configure ChatGPT from their answers using our own customized template and create a real-time chatbot. It's more like having a Turing test for ChatGPT, and to make it have a semi-personalized conversation with the experiencer.
It's amazing how many possibilities you can create with like the AI. I think could you tell us like a bit about the process and if there's any challenges you encounter along the way?
Yeah, I think there are 2 parts of the developing. One is prompt engineering, which is we're trying to explore on our templates on how to configure ChatGPT in a more efficient way. Another is a technical difficulty, which is we have to do the fabrication. We have to build 2 web applications to create the full experience, because it's more like the whole experience is more like a narrative. It's not like people are just talking to a web application. It's more like we want them to experience the revealing of a new person from their answers to the questions. Like the new person emerges from the box, the mirror. So that involves like building web applications, doing visualizations with code and Arduino coding. And the very important part is the prompt engineering.
Yeah, for the prompt engineering part, because we are like generate the chatbot real time for each person, so we cannot have a fixed story or background as the prompt for GPT. We have to get the input of the user real time and put that into a template we designed to generate the real time chatbot. So that's the most challenging part, because different people have like different personalities, so we have to design it very carefully.
Yeah, if people want to find you online, is there an Instagram account or a website that we can visit to learn more about your work?
Yeah, so my Instagram called Lois, LOIS /HE.
Awesome. And do you have an Instagram account?
Yes, my Instagram account is vio.zhu. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So welcome to our interview. What's your name? And I think this lovely project is yours. Again, can you introduce your project to us?
Oh yeah, hello. My project is called Between Boundary, and it's also called Somewhere in the Universalized Ultimate Trip. So this is like a funny digital being project. The idea is that there are some digital beings other than AI or humans, and I am imagining myself like being here, founded this like bot, this digital creature here, and it only like respond people with emojis, and you can like try to interact with it with this keyboard, and it's like interactive. So that's pretty much how you like work with it.
Oh, nice. And I can tell like your project is kind of three-dimension architect made project. And could you like talk about us why you come up with like how you make this and how the technique behind this work?
Okay, so this thing it's called like it's like a hologram pepper ghost. It just used like physics, and I built the 3D thing with like 3JS, and I also like try out like a 1.3 text generated like created by other people, but I make it like now it's like emoji supported. So and the hologram, you have to make like a hologram video, so I use OBS to like try to position like 4 frames and like next face each other. So by doing that you can like show a hologram. And if you sit like in the right position, well, this one's actually 360 degree, but if you sit in like the right position, it will have like a good view.
Oh, yeah, amazing. Like, so thanks for sharing first. And I think um, your project is really amazing. And do you have like anything about the process is really unforgettable for you? You want to share with us?
Oh yes, because I made a 2D version of this before, and this year thinking about hologram, I was trying to create like a cross-dimensional brain of stuff. So that's why. So what I make it 3D, but I don't want to increment my 2D bars. Many guys, you might have like the same problem that your old part is too long. So I create like a web circuit. So I have 2 pages that's like running each other, and each time, and you just like communicate them by signals. So when people are typing, they're actually typing on my 2D page, but the 3D page will still function because it receives the message from like something called a WebSocket API.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I can tell like how you make this whole logistic works. I think you make a lot of contributions. And so if our audience online they want to see your future work, or do you want to share us with your like portfolio website or your Instagram with us so we can follow up you after the show?
Oh yeah, my Instagram has nothing to do with my. It's called at SIERA 2149. It doesn't have my real name, and I have a website. It's very easy. It's like AMYLIUSIYAN .com. Right? It's probably not there too, but it's gonna be there. Yeah, eventually.
Okay, thank you so much. And I think before we move, do you have any one last comments want to add before we're leaving?
Oh yeah. My last comment is that emojis are fun, and they're not very much supported by channel, but people should think about it because in the life that being algorithm, emojis are still hard to decode, and it's like a natural decipher. Even if human create emojis, when I look at it, they have no idea what they mean. So it's quite interesting. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, and hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
Hi, could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Okay, sure. Hello, my name is Ken. I'm a second year ITP. This is my project. It's called Here. So the idea is inspired that when you're on subway and you find a seat, it's warm, then you sort of realize, who was sitting here and what they were doing at the time. So this bench sort of captures the history of people around it. So now we're sitting here, you see our silhouette is projected. Now if you get up, you will see yourself disappear in 5 seconds. Okay, keep wait for it. There we go.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. I'll talk subway every day, and this is so inspirational. Could you tell us, is there any like challenges you encounter while creating this piece?
Yeah. So actually, making the bench suitable is very challenging. So I have to I use acrylic bars, and they're not really designed for people to sit on. So I have to use like glass bars beneath it to support all the way from people. So that's like most challenging part. Then it's all just connecting pixels together. Yeah.
That's amazing. If people want to find you online, is there a place we can learn more about your work on Instagram or on a personal website?
Sure. You can search for my Instagram. It's tien.art.sdot. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you want to add? about
Have fun. Enjoy the show.
awesome.
Okay, hello, welcome to our interview. So, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jess.
Oh, hello, Jess. Nice to meet you. And can you introduce your project to our audience online?
Sure. So I made this LED sculpture. It's my first time working at this large scale. Apologies, I don't know why it's going off right now. But yeah, it's my first time working at this large scale. It's my first try at my thesis project, and I learned a lot about modular design. So I designed it specifically so that I can take it apart and pack it small and then reassemble it. And yeah, I learned a lot about fabrication, and I think it was a really fun experience.
Amazing. Like, what's the name of your project?
Spark.
Okay. Oh, this is Spark, and I think it's really fantastic. And can you share us your inspiration about the sparks?
Sure. So I specifically designed it this size so that someone can sit inside to experience it from multiple angles. And in the future, I have some plans to make it interactive based on like proximity, so that like when someone gets closer, the colors might change.
Amazing. And as you mentioned colors, and I can tell there's lots of different colors moving around. So do you have any intention to pick up those colors, or you just feel from your personal feelings and you pick up these colors?
Oh, right now I just chose some that would look like aesthetically pleasing for the show. But in the future, I think it would be interesting to use like a data visualization to control the colors. Yeah.
Amazing. But I think for your personal pickup color is really really nice and offer really good emotions to us.
Thank you.
And I think so. You are artist, right?
Yeah, creative technologist. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So if our audience online they want to follow up you, I think it's a on progress work. So if they want to follow up with your updates, so can you share your portfolio website or your Instagram or Twitter with us?
Yeah, my Instagram is justmakes.jpg. Yeah.
Okay, so justmakes.jpg. Let's follow up you after the show. And so before we leave, do you have one sentence comments before we leave?
Oh, I just hope everyone enjoys all the projects this year.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One second.
Yes, my name is Penny, and my project is about an interactive landscape. So people can play with the wooden object and place it to see each scenario on what happened on mountain forest.
Awesome. Could you tell us about the process, and also if there's any challenges you encounter along the way?
Yeah, it's really challenging when I try to do the physical things like move up and down. I use linear actuator to move up and down the mountain to present the landslide, and also use P5 to present the water flow or the flooding on the mountain. Yeah.
That's amazing. If our audience wants to learn more about your work online, do you have an Instagram account or a personal website where we can visit?
Yes, I have my website is tapanini.com. Tapani. Yeah.
And is there anything else you want to add about your project? Could you tell us maybe where's your inspirations coming from?
Yeah, so I'm working as a landscape architect for 4 years. I want to raise awareness of environmental issues, so that's why I do this project. And what another question?
Just the inspiration.
Inspiration. Yeah, so basically about the environmental issues. And in the future, I might integrate bio material. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome to our interview. And what's your name, man?
My name is Vio.
Oh, hello, Bill. So this is your project, right?
Yes.
So can you introduce this lovely project to us?
So my project is called light hopping. So basically, you can use your hand gesture to decide which lights will be revealed. And when you make a fist, all of the lights will turn on. So I just want to make a very smooth lighting turn off interaction, which is using hand gesture, not using switch or anything, to create this special experience of turning on and off lights. And at the same time, the fabrication is very interesting because I didn't use any glue. Everything is fastened so that you can take off any parts and debug any parts of this light. If you don't like the red acrylic in the future, it's very easy to switch it to other colors and stuff. And here is the leap motion sensor. It's very easy to take it off and fasten it back on as well. It's like a lot of engineering.
Oh,
I'm
amazing.
interested in.
Yeah, amazing. I can tell like the artists like on between are also like carefully designed. Do you have anything you want to share with the design?
So I'm always very interested in color composition and the light installation created by James Turrell. So as you can see, this is very much inspired by this. And when I visit the Canal Plastic Center, I bring a light torch to test all the plastics, and it's very interesting how like translucent, transparent, and opaque acrylic can create very different color effects and color compositions. I want to share my findings with other people through the lights I create. So that's the inspiration of it. And at the same time, I want to create a very special experience of interacting with lights, because normally we use audio sensor or we use a switch or like some normal things. How about using gestures? It's like bossing around your own lights. I think that will be very fun. It's just a fun exploration for myself, and I want to share the findings with my audience. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, amazing. I think your product, if you want to sell it, it will be like lots of people want to buy it. So like if our audience online, they want to purchase your product, would you like share your social media with us so they can find you and buy your product?
Yeah, for sure. So my Instagram is vio.zhu. I'm also a VJ, so it's pretty easy to find me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And before we leave, do you want to leave a last comment for us?
Come try my lamps. Come try light hopping. It's really fun.
Okay, thank you, and hope you enjoy the rest of our show.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wait, oh, sorry. They haven't ready yet. Could you introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Yeah, hi. My name is Sophia Edwards, and I'm a senior at IMA. And this is my project called The Ballad of Brer Rabbit. And it's an anthology projection mapped quilt installation that's employing a lot of visual language from Black quilt making traditions, as well as telling stories from Gullah Geechee folklore about a trickster rabbit named Brer Rabbit. And in this particular story, it's explaining how alligators got the rough and bumpy texture of their skin that they do have, and it's because Brer Rabbit played a trick on the alligator. And it also has the underlying message that you shouldn't go looking for trouble or else you might find it. So, yes.
That's amazing. Could you tell us a bit about the process you went through while creating this project?
Yeah, so I did a lot of research. I've been researching this topic, Gullah Geechee culture and tricksters in folklore, for about a year now. And as for like technically making the project, I used a mix of Isadora for the mapping and Resolumarina to generate all of the visuals. And I did a mixture of like live mixing and pre-rendered footage. And it was a lot of study for color, shape, symbols and underlying messages I can employ and all of that stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. If we want to find you online to learn more about your work, do you have an Instagram account or personal website that we can visit?
Yeah, so to learn more about the project, it's hosted on a website. The link is www.weavingfolklore.com, and my Instagram is @picklesxnickles.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to add about your project? Like where's your inspirations coming from?
Yeah. So it is deeply inspired by Gullah Geechee folklore, as I said before, and it's drawn upon this huge and rich culture that informs a lot of African American culture and U.S. culture.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And welcome to our interview. And so, what's your name?
I'm Christina Tang.
Okay, hello Christina. So this is your project, right?
Yes.
Could you please introduce your project to our audience online?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the Fake Orange Project. It's a speculative future project about a future where oranges become very rare. So that controller controls the location, size, and images of this interactive video collage. And with the gray controller, you can pat the last real orange in the whole entire world. And it's kind of different expressions about how we might mediate interactions about something that like an organic object that becomes rare in the future, but how those interactions don't necessarily add up to the full experience of that object.
Yeah, I can totally get your context about this project, and I'm wondering why you pick orange as the organic object you are like trying to explore with.
Yeah, there's like two parts. One is that I read an article about the greening disease that's currently affecting orange orchards in Florida. There's a disease that came that started like a 2019 or 2020 that's preventing oranges from reaching like full ripeness, and it's starting to affect orange production in the United States. And in fact, someone who came to the exhibit yesterday told me like, oh yeah, I had a client who was applying for relief funding because his orange farm is failing. So it's like an actual potential near future that we have fewer oranges than we do today. And oranges are very prevalent in American culture and they're very charismatic. And then separately, my last name is Tang, and if you don't know, there's like a terrible fake orange drink called Tang. That's a very American product, and I grew up with my dad introducing himself like Tang, like the orange juice. So it's like kind of always been part of my family history.
Okay, yeah, it totally makes sense. It reminds me, I have a friend that also have this. Yeah, I think Tan is demonstrating how this project works for us. Ooh, like, would you like to elaborate, like, explain how this works for us?
Sure, yeah. So this is the controller. It controls like the size and shape of these videos. So I can move them around, and anyone who comes to visit might want to like find different videos to like collage them. And this is a controller to pat the last real orange in the whole entire world. All kind of like proxies for touch and interaction. So this might be a proxy for touch. It's not like letting you actually touch the real thing, which is hidden behind glass. And this like lets you control the interactions, but they're pre-existing, and like your interaction is limited to this interface. And then these are orange Tic Tacs, which are like a scent and taste component for artificial orange flavor. And this is an orange like projected onto a sphere, which gives you a very detailed image of an orange, but doesn't actually get at the reality of what an orange could be.
Amazing, thank you. And I think our audience love your project very much, and I believe they must want to follow up you after the show. Would you like to share us with your contact info or maybe your social media account with us so we can follow up you after the show?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. It's mostly just a me Instagram, but I'll turn it into an art Instagram at Rhodamind, RHODAMINED. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And before we're leaving, do you want to add one last sentence comment to our audience?
Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of the projects.
Okay, thank you.
Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your project?
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Lucy. Our project called Volumi. We're three in a group, Wallace, Michal, and me. And this is an instrument that combines the theory of subtractive sound and color synthesis. And when you are changing the positions of the different color sheets, you can hear different sounds. You can see it here. Yeah.
That's amazing. I really enjoy the rhythm. Could you tell us a bit about the process you went through while working on this project?
Yeah. So the main idea was that we want to play with the color and sound, and this instrument kind of you can see the sound and hear the color. This is how I will introduce this. And we tried different ways how to present it. So we had different iterations. We played with different lights to understand what is the best way to present this product. And it was a mirror. We tried different lenses. So the hard part was how to make it more easy for the sensor to read the color by the help of the light. Yeah, it was the hardest part.
Amazing. If our audience wants to learn more about your work, is there a place they can find you online? Like if you have an Instagram account or visit a website where we can?
Yes, we have temporary account. So it's an volumi.com.
cargo.site, but you can see all of our addresses. I can, yeah, and it is also there for QR code. Yeah.
Amazing. Is there anything else you want to add about our project, like about your project?
Yeah, maybe Wallace want to add something.
Sure. Yeah.
I hope that you get a chance to play the instrument and experience color mixing and subtractive sound synthesis. Oh, it's not working?
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Hello, welcome to our interview and say hello to our audience online.
Hi.
So what's your name?
My name is Jane Liu.
Hello, Jenru. So can you introduce your project to us?
So this project is called Anti-Self. It is a Pandora box where you should interact with it and find yourself reflected by the center sculpture made from pieces of mirrors.
So yeah, can you elaborate more on the your inspiration or the technical part of your project? Like what inspired you to make this?
So we want to explore the idea of surveillance and surveillance. So we do want this item to be a standing project that could inspire you to start a self-reflection. And we use one Arduino to control for different time-of-flight sensors. And those sensors will control the shutter glass on each side of this cube. The shutter glass will turn opaque when you are within its range. And then when you get really close to it, it will turn transparent, which will allow you to see what's inside.
Yes, amazing. And would you like to demonstrate how this project works with us?
Sure. So if you get really close, then the glass will turn transparent, and you'll be able to see your eyes reflected through the mirrors inside.
Amazing. So if you can place this project to some museums, which museum you most likely to willing to put it?
I don't think I have a preference for that, but I would say MoMA for this one.
Okay, gotcha. So I think this project is really lovely, and I believe our audience online they must want to follow up you to see more future works you will do, no did. So would you like to share with us your social media account or your website with us so we can find you after the show?
Sure. If you want to see this project, please go to my personal website. It's lijieliu.art.
Okay, thank you. And so before we're leaving, do you have anything you want to add on or a signal to your teammates or anything like that?
I want to thank my teammate for building this up, and that'll be all. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. Hi, how are our audience on the YouTube? I think after 2 hours, it's time for us to have an intermission. And I think our intermission should last for 15 minutes. And after 15 minutes, there will be more interesting interactive projects going on. And don't forget to come back in 15 minutes. We will be live to showcase all these fantastic projects with you. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back from your 15-minute intermission. So I hope you enjoyed your break. Right now, we're going to dive back to a lot more student projects. So right now, we have. Could you please tell us your name, please?
Hi, my name is Yushan.
Nice to meet you. And could you please tell us your project title and your program?
The project is called Under Layer, and it's a multi-channel video work that I reconstructed a virtual world based on the images that I took in the past.
This looks absolutely amazing. I love how it is like an immersive experience if you can look inside. There are some audiences sitting on the floor experiencing right now. Could you please tell us maybe how this works?
Yeah, so it's just 4 different scenes projected on each screen, and the audience is supposed to just sit in the middle to be immersed in the world that I created. Yeah.
Super cool. What were some of the goals that you were trying to achieve with this project? I noticed that you put a lot of effort into the audio, and it feels really, really immersive. How did you do that?
So the project is created with Unreal Engine 5, and so I basically just created these worlds based on some photos that I took that are keep repeating in my whole kind of visual language. Yeah, that's
This is amazing. If people want to, get in touch with you, or they want to learn more about your project, do you have a website, or do you have any handles for Instagram or Twitter?
website is yuxunqi.org, and Instagram is 491.aqi.
Thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to add to this absolutely amazing experience? I love it so much.
I think that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah.
That's it? Okay, thank you so much. I hope the audience enjoys this performance. And we're going to move on to the next project. Thank you so much.
Hi, can you tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Yeah, hi, I'm Lucia Gomez. I'm a first year in ITP, and this is D-Jello.
Oh, the Jello. What is it about?
D-Jello is like an interface made of Jello. So it's actual edible Jello, and you touch it, and it makes music.
Oh wow! Was there anybody eating the Jello after touching it?
Thankfully, no. Some kids did come by yesterday and destroy it. So last night I made brand new Jello.
Oh, wonderful! Gotcha. It's good to know that it's kids friendly. Is there any favorite part of this project that you have?
I like seeing everyone's reactions when they walk over and realize it makes music. It's not obvious at first. Also seeing kids just come and play with it for a while is really fun.
Interesting. Oh, this seems like a very interactive piece. Do you see this project maybe branching out to a new one in the future?
Maybe. I think working with Jello more would be fun, or other unique materials. Because I chose Jello because it's conductive. So it's really fun to work with, and using it again in the future would be fun.
Wow, I didn't know Jello was conductive, and even if I knew, I think this is a really creative project that you created. Is there a particular technology that you involved with Jello?
I used a capacitive touch sensor, so because there's water in your skin and water in the Jello, so I can tell when they touch. So that's the main sensor. It's very intuitive to use.
Wonderful, gotcha. Do you do similar work?
No.
Gotcha. It's good to know that it was an experiment. Sure. Do you want to maybe briefly demonstrate it for us then?
Yeah, definitely.
Go for it.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh wow, this is very interesting. For people who want to maybe reach out to you in the future for similar or different work, is there anything you want to be spotlighted by, and where can they find you?
I have my Instagram account. It's lugu.dev, lugoo.dev. You can follow me on Instagram.
Wonderful. And any work that you want to be known as?
What?
Maybe more coding, maybe something similar to PComp, like Jello. Is there any work you want to be more known as?
My background is in software engineering, so if anyone needs coding help, you can come find me.
Gotcha, wonderful. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Hello, could you please tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Sure. My name is Justine Zhang. I'm a first-year ITP student, and my project is called Fantasmagoria.
Amazing. I already see that someone is interacting with this super cool piece. Could you please tell us a little bit more of how it works?
Sure. So it's a fortune-telling machine, and it facilitates a divination ritual about love. So the user sits down thinking about a question that they have about love, and the headphones will kind of walk them through it, but they will ask a series of yes or no questions about their situation. So we ask, are you in love right now? Is your heart broken? And you input yes and no using the buttons that are on the wax cast hands of the oracle, the fortune teller. And so when it's done going through the series of questions, it will kind of narrow down your situation into a kind of a context based on the yes-no combinations, and then randomly spell out a message for you. And that happens through this carousel where each of the letters are kind of pointed at kind of as the carousel rotates around and stops.
Yeah, I really love the visual design. I noticed that, like, are those wax, like for the fingers and the middle of the carousel?
Yeah, so there's a kind of a centerpiece, mantelpiece cast in wax with dripping wax, and the hands are also wax as well. So we wanted to create a kind of like a sensuous kind of experience with touch and all of that. So yeah, hopefully a kind of an intimate experience.
Yeah, I think you definitely achieved that. I think the idea of combining, fortune telling and machine calculation is also super interesting. It also saves me $10 on the New York streets if I want to do a fortune telling. So thank you. Is there anything you want to add on to this project in the future, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I think lights, kind of flex sensors that are added to the hands, so that the ritual starts and the light comes on when the person is holding the hands, and then also like LEDs that kind of make it clearer which letter is being pointed to, I think would help the user a lot. So
Very good points. If people want to get in touch with you to work on this project together or experience this, very fun project, how could they get in touch with you, either on Instagram or through your website?
I mean, yeah, follow me on Instagram, Psychobath, Psychobath, BATH.
Could you spell it out for us, please?
Yeah, sure. PSYCHOBATH.
And do you have a website?
I do, Justine.world.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I absolutely love this project. Thank you so much. And we're going to move on to the next project. Thank you so much.
Hi, can you tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
My name is Leonhard, and I'm IMA first-year student, and my project name is Rhythm and Flow Toho.
Wow, that sounds like a very jiggly name. Can you tell us a little more about it?
Okay, so it's a hand pose-based rhythm game. So, and it's also a fan art of Toho project, Japanese animation and game series. So it includes 5 different rhythms, and you can choose one of them and have a unique adventure with your hand to drag the dot and eat the note on the screen, and also you can accumulate a bomb to clear all the note on the screen, and also the difficulty level is also increasing through the combo score. So it's just based on hand tracking model from ML5, and the running platform is P5JS. So I'm trying my best to make it have a best performance. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. Can you share us a little bit about your inspiration for this game? It seems like a very fun piece.
So the inspiration.
Maybe facing here.
So the inspiration of the game is from the famous rhythm game OSU, and also I just want to combine the rhythm game with a hand tracking technique. Yeah.
Wonderful. I think that's a very interesting combo for people who want to find you for maybe a similar work like this, maybe like a game or future project. Is there a website or a Instagram that you might want to share with us?
Okay, so just search Leonhard, aka Monarch. So Leonhart, aka Monsh. Yeah.
Perfect. Is there any final notes you might want to add for your project?
Nope, just enjoy. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Number 8 standby. Hello, could you please tell us your name and your project title and your program, please?
Sure, I'm Chen Xuan, and my project name is The Whisper of the Nature.
Awesome. And I noticed that this is like a super gradient-y shape with a head in it, I think. Could you please tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, because I made it from Touch Designer, and I use a face track because the Touch Designer can track your face, and the Touch Designer can track your face, and when you move, the head will move as you move. Yeah, and also the concept is the people interaction with the morph of the nature. Like I use the palettes mimic the wave, and the wave can blend with the hat. Yeah.
Could you please give us a little demonstration, maybe? Demonstration of your project?
Like if I move, it will follow my movement. Yeah.
Wow, this is super cool. I wonder, is that your face or did you model that face?
Model that face. I modeled that face
Really? From scratch?
from Maya.
This is, I mean, you did an amazing job, obviously. I wonder what kind of message are you trying to convey with this project?
It's just the message is people's interaction. Like people can blend with more like the waves or wind or some others morph of nature, like a moon phase or just everything from the nature. People can also blend with them and interact with them.
This is super cool. Do you have any handles on social media, maybe, or any websites you want to share?
Oh, sure. My Instagram is chenxuan/ss.
Awesome. Do you have anything you want to add? Maybe a shout out?
Oh, I'm from Shanghai, IMA.
I'm from Shanghai, so yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, awesome work. Thank you so much.
Hi. Thank you for presenting this amazing work with us today. Can you tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Hi, my name is Sarah Fills, and my project is Peculiar Pop. Yeah.
Wonderful. It sounds like a very interesting project. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, Peculiar Pop is a VR musical experience where users are able to kind of interact with the space in a fun way and hear songs and stories about technology, addiction, and that whole realm of, problems.
Wonderful. Is there like a favorite part that you like about this project?
I think my favorite part is the kitchen. I don't know, it's just my favorite.
What is special about this particular kitchen?
There's this lady in there, her name is Candace, and she kind of talks to you about some strange things, and there's a strange portrait in there and some floating objects that you can grab and, use, so. Yeah.
Wow, I'm getting like witchy, a little like horrific vibes here. I'm sure there's gonna be like maniacs who want to like play your game. Yeah. Do you want to explain a little more about maybe like the theme of your game?
The theme is technology, abstract, addiction, technology addiction specifically. It's about how people are addicted to technology and how, in a fun way though. It's not like a diss, it's like, hey, this is a problem that we're going through, and yeah, I just wanted to explore that in a fun way.
That makes sense. Are you interested in like making more projects like this?
I think I'm done with VR for now.
Gotcha. If that's the case, or if there are any like projects that you want to be known for maybe like future opportunities, is there like a website and kind of work you want to be known for?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at sarah.fills, YouTube Sarah Fills, and TikTok Sarah Fills. And you can scan a QR code if you want to check it out.
Wonderful. Just for the people online, could you spell us out your Instagram handle, please?
SARAH.FILS.
Wonderful. And just to confirm, you're done with game, but is there anything you want to be like known for?
Anything I want to be known for? I think we'll see. We'll see.
Wonderful. So for people who want to tune in for Sarah, make sure to revisit their website. And thank you so much today.
Thank you.
You too.
Hello, could you please tell us your name, your project title, and your program, please?
Yeah, hi. My name is Jackie Chen. I'm from ITP. I'm first year. And this is my little Unity game from physical computation, and the name is Thunder Raid, because it kind of resembles like the very classic 60s style shooting game. Yeah.
No, this is so, yeah, this definitely reminds me of, the games I used to play. I mean, it's not that I'm that old, but it's like, I love the gamification of a physical computing project. Could you please tell us a little bit more of how you created the physical and the software system?
Yeah, the physical object, the game controller is laser cut into like a shape of a plane, and I put a gyroscope in it so we can test the angle like the user put it, so it can resemble like the actual flight of the plane. And also have buttons for like to start the game and to shoot bullets. And the game itself is made by Unity, and it's pretty straightforward. You just drive the plane and shoot enemies. Yeah.
This is awesome. I think if I had this toy and game, if I was a kid, ooh, I would have flipped. Yeah. But what are some future aspirations you want to make with this project? Maybe do you want to publish this, or do you want to like continue to explore this project?
Yeah, definitely. I think I can add like new stages to the game, because it only has like 3 types of enemies for now, and it could be a little bit boring for people who know how to play it. And also I plan to like add more buttons to the plane, to the physical plane. So like maybe you can shoot different kind of bullets where you press like buttons to make it more exciting to play. Yeah.
Yeah, I would really love to see different kinds of planes too, or like different add-ons that you can power up your plane. That would be super, super cool. So before we leave, do we have any social media contacts or any website handles that you can share?
You can contact me by my email. My email is jc9562@nyu.edu.
Awesome. Is there any social media handles or websites? No, that's totally okay. We're gonna link your contact on the page. And thank you so much for your presentation.
Hi, can you introduce us by telling us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Hello. Dropping my stuff. I am going to close my iPad. I'm Zoe Margolis. I am a second-year ITP person, and this is my project, We Can See You.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think we can see you. Is that you in a screen?
It's me on a screen and in a VR headset, which you probably cannot see in the actual live stream. It's very exciting to look at. It's a Quest 2. I have been playing with digital avatars and giving them my motions and my memories, a lot of motion capture, and working with the game engines to play with creating lots of me and experiences about seeing and perceiving and being perceived.
Interesting. Wow, this is a very compelling project. So does this project involve just you as a model, or does this involve any other characters from maybe visitors?
So this currently is just me, many of me, lots of me, 50 plus to be exact. I have been exploring working with avatars and motion capture for my thesis, which I'll be doing in the spring. I think I'm gonna try and do more live performance in the future, and that'll involve audience more directly, but as of right now, the avatars are just me.
Very interesting. Well, the better it is with just you in it. For maybe future opportunities similar to this work or others, is there anything you might want to add? Maybe a social platform, a website, an Instagram, something similar?
Yes, so my Instagram is @Zoe Margolis, and then my website is zoemargolis.net.
Wonderful. And just to confirm, what was the work that you wanted to be known for?
That I want to be known for? Oh, I'm a performer by background, so anything, this has my motion capture dance in it, but anything with me on a stage.
Wonderful. They should come see it now. Thank you. And any final notes you might want to add for your project today?
Playing with VR is fun. We love game engines.
I agree. And just to confirm, what game engine did they use?
This one was done in Unity. but Unreal is great too. And yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your presentation today.
Thank you.
Oh, and could you please tell us your names and your project title, maybe your program too, please?
Okay, sure. So my name is Anna.
My name is Ichi, and we are in the communication lab, and this is our final program for this class.
What is the project title?
Oh, it's called Forgotten Fragments.
Oh,
Forgotten Fragments.
Forgotten Fragments, I see. Is it an RPG game that you created?
Yeah, it's like a 2D RPG game we made.
Wow, this is so impressive. Sorry, I forgot to ask earlier. Are you guys IMA or ITP?
Oh, so I'm IMA freshman.
And I'm IMA sophomore.
This is amazing. Could you please tell us a little bit more about the game that you created and the entire process? It looks so well done. It looks so complete. From coding or to the graphics and to the aesthetics or the storyline. How was that like?
So basically, it's like a game we designed for a girl who lost her memory, and then she started to explore in the rooms around to kind of retrieve her back memory, like while interacting with different furnitures and then pieces in the rooms. And then after discovering all the stuffs and then following the hints we give to collect all the pieces, she actually entered another space, which is the space he's in right now. It's like dark blue ish map, and then she discovered that she actually got sick with leukemia. That's why her family got really poor and then full of arguments. So she started to blame on herself for everything, and then trap herself in her mind. And this is the journey. Actually, she kind of defined her own self identities, and then to get away with all those blames, and then to return to her families.
Wow, that's such a good story. I just want to play it now, and I noticed that the aesthetics is very very old school. Did you guys create all the graphics from scratch?
Not all of them. So for the furnitures and the backgrounds is used from online open resources by an artist called BZ, and then we designed we designed the background and also some of the characters. One of our groupmates called Demi, she's not here right now, but she designed all that. Well, also Ichi did a lot of work with organizing all those steps together. So that's why you see it looks harmonious. It doesn't look strange when we piece it like those works from different artists together. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. This is absolutely. I love this game. If you guys want to publish this and people want to get in touch with you, is there a website that you guys can share or like an Instagram handle for both of you or your teammates that are not here?
Sure, it's already published on itch, so it's free. You can just play it whenever you want. And also we have a QR code. You can scan it and then play it with your phone. So it's
awesome.
Yeah.
What about your personal handles?
What?
Your personal social media accounts?
I do have an Instagram, but it's private because I'm just a freshman. But I'm ready to open another account. But for Ichi,
I haven't.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna share the links on the page. And thank you guys so much for your project. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Hi, can you introduce yourself by telling us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
My name is Christina. I'm currently an IMA junior, and my project name is One Way Waters.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little more about your project?
Yes, like the basic inspiration for my project is my own story with my grandma who speaks dialect. So since I was really young, there's like a language barrier between me and her. So I want to convey this like communication gap through like a form of interactive animation film.
Wonderful. Is there any technology that you've involved with this project?
Yeah, for like the animation part, I did I used Procreate to do like all the drawings, and I used After Effects to do like most of the animation part. And for like the interaction wise, I use HTML code and JavaScript for the whole experiences. And so it's web-based, so once I publish it, like everyone could play it at home.
Oh, wow, wonderful. This sounds like a lot of work. Was this a solo project or a team project?
So it's a solo project, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Is games something that you also want to do in the future?
Yes, I was considering because like I love playing games that like could tell like my personal experience and my stories. I think game is a really like interesting way to convey like a storytelling. So I think it's like game is definitely a field I want to like delve more into it.
I think that's amazing. Do you see this project maybe advancing into like a version 2 in the future?
Yes, I think it would be like this interaction part. I think it just depends like the whole experiences where you like see actually in film. I think yes, I'll definitely need like. Yeah.
Wonderful, gotcha. For any game-related recruiters in the future, is there any online platform like websites or Instagram that you might want to share with us?
Yes, I do have a personal portfolio website. Yes, but like the website name is kind of long, so did you guys have a way to like put it on like the screen or something? I don't think so. Yeah.
Gotcha. If that's the case, do you want to spell it out for us, maybe?
Yeah. So my name is Panyi, PANYI.carbonmate.com. That's it.
Wonderful. And maybe an Instagram handle?
Yeah, Instagram is basically underscore Christina. I think it's having 3 A's in it and WU. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Right now we have what's your name?
Yes, Nathan or Nathan Duker.
Nathan, nice to meet you. And could you please tell us your project title and your program, please?
Yeah, of course. So my project is called The Kite's Journey, name still pending, and it's a work in progress. And I'm a first-year ITP student.
Super cool. I see that you have all the character design, you have the game itself, and wow, it looks amazing. I love this kind of aesthetic, you know? So where did you get your inspiration from this kind of game?
So I got the inspiration from the game from games like Journey, Ori and the Blind Forest, Hollow Knight. Those are like really beautiful games. Like
I love Journey. Yeah.
Journey is beautiful. So that's really the type of style that I was going for. So for the character design that I put together here, I was like, well, mysterious like caped figure definitely suits the aesthetic of what I want. So that's what I designed here. And then basically I wanted to get that in there, like in the game itself that I built, but I just didn't have the time. So yeah, but still I have it there just in case people want to look at it.
No, this is amazing. I can definitely see the shadows of, you know, Journey or Hollow Knight. I can see, I love your character design too. Yeah. But you have a game that, you know, that got inspired by these kind of software interface, but now you also have a physical computing, a box. Could you please explain what that is?
Yeah, sure. Let me explain, and I'll just try to reset everything. So the whole idea is that I tried to create a game experience where you're not just like a single player with like, you know, the game. It feels very like impersonal when that happens. So I wanted to create a game experience where your controller is also like your traveling companion. So as you're going through the world, basically you're kind of prompted to pick up this like controller with a personality, I guess, and interact with it in order to basically make things happen in the game world. So that's the whole idea. So for now, it works with one interaction, which I'm super happy about. And it has like different faces as well. I just need to get the communication properly going so that it actually properly reacts. But I can still like show you how that works.
Yeah, that would be great. Do you want to give us a quick demonstration?
So I can show you first like the different expressions that it has. So it's literally just regular facial expressions. So it's kind of like a BMO from Adventure Time, just literally with all those random faces that I built in there. But the whole point of the game is actually like, and I'll just skip past to the interaction part. And so the whole point is, it's kind of like Navi from The Legend of Zelda, just like basically there with you to kind of give you advice. So I built a small tutorial, but we'll skip past that because tutorials are super long, and I'll just get you straight to like what the box itself does. So over here I have these platforms, right? So if I pick this up and I basically turn the knob, nothing happens because, you know, we haven't turned on anything yet. We haven't activated anything. So if I press the middle button here, that kind of tells the game, okay, great, we're now in like this state where things can happen. So if you like go over to the screen over there, you can see that as I turn the dial, I can like basically move the terrain with the player on top of it. So basically doing that, it allows you to then like kind of traverse the world a bit better, which is super fun. People have asked if this is like a two-person experience, I feel like I'm gonna have to make it that simply because there's a lot to navigate between like picking this up and
Yeah, for sure. This is like such an elaborate project. Do you have any maybe social media handles or websites you want to share?
Yeah, for sure. I've got a QR code there to my portfolio because I make a lot of digital art. So that's all that there. And there's my Instagram over there in case anyone wants to follow.
Cool. Anybody who wants to, just scan it right now on the screen. And we'll also link your social media on the screen. And thank you so much for your project. Best of luck to it, and I can't wait to play it.
Hi, can you tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Of course. My name is Anna Nikaki. I'm a second-year ITP graduate student, and the project that I'm exhibiting today, it's called Grapes, and it's a multi-sensory VR educational experience about winemaking in Greece. As you can see, we have my dad as a meta-human, and he is giving you a tour of our vineyard in Crete. And then after the walkthrough around the vineyard, the experience gets interactive, and you can start collecting grapes. I can show you. We're using the MetaQuest 3, and like you can go to a grape. I'm gonna try to demonstrate it like with just one controller, which is tough. Or like we can play the video. So you're listening to the story of how my great granddad started the vineyard, and yeah, you can put it on, and how the traditional like winemaking is being.
Gotcha. I think this is an amazing inspiration. It's very heartwarming. What kind of technology did you use to create this project?
I used Speed 3 and asked my dad to bring to collect like from the original trees. He got the leaves, and I scanned them, and we made the trees on a program so that it's authentic and it's like it looks like our vineyard in print as much as possible. And then I used Unreal Engine 5.2 to create the environment. I'm also using the programmable air to have the scent of thyme, because the mountains in Crete smell like thyme, and I wanted to add another layer of immersion. And that's about it. Like,
yeah, this is a very interesting project that it's in the fact that in fact that it's a multi-sensory project, although it is virtual, and the leaves are actually from the real thing. And this sounds like a really interesting combination. Is this kind of work something you want to do also in the future?
Yeah, I find out that because it started as a documentary, and I wanted to tell my dad's story. And I would love to have more opportunities to create this.
Gotcha. If so, maybe for future opportunities, is there like a website or Instagram that you might want to share with us?
Yeah, my website is ananikaki.com, and my Instagram is Blue Travel Tales.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your project presentation today. And maybe is there like a final note you might want to add on?
Oh yeah, I want to thank my dad and my mom for helping me so incredibly much to make this something that I can share with the world. And yeah, hopefully they're watching.
For sure. Amazing. Thank you so much for your presentation today.
Illustration here.
A lot of things are on the floor, so you just have to grab it, and you will grab it with this or this. But I would suggest, like, because they are really close to the floor, you have to do this and grab it. Don't do this; you will hurt your back. It's better to do that. Yeah. And I will put you the headset, the controllers, headphones, and we're gonna start in 5 seconds. Let me grab the controllers, try this, and let me know if you need it tighter or looser. Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
In 2 seconds, that we start the experience, and then we will.
Yeah. We can talk as we set this up. So could you please tell us your name and the project title, please?
Yes, I'm Cesar Loaiza. The project is called Just a Regular Day in New York City.
Just a regular day in New York City. I've had too many of those. Could you please tell us why this regular day is special in this game?
Yeah, because just a regular day in New York City is about finding a satanic ritual in the New York subway station. That is just regular stuff that we can find on the subway. And you only have one mission, that is to prevent doomsday. You have to prevent the end of the world. So that's just regular stuff that we have to do every day living here.
Yeah, totally. Every day I hop on the subway and there's a satanic lamp looking at me, and I have to stop Doomsday definitely. And wow, this is a whole immersive experience with headphones, VR, and everything. And we even have blue tape for the ritual itself. So could you please tell us how you create this project? Wow, the visuals look great. Whoa, they're so.
It's a part of the multisensory story.
It is kind of like a performance too. Could you please tell us what the storyline is?
Yeah, right now is what I'm trying to do is to make like a fiction of the subway that smells really good and doesn't smell like pee. So it smells like flowers, in this case like eucalyptus. And she right now is going to find that someone left a satanic ritual in the subway station, and she has to follow the instructions to prevent the end of the world. And there are other multisensory parts like the heat at the end that she will feel it. And it's part of making more immersive the story, so you can feel really inside of the virtual reality and not like in this real world.
Where does the heat come from?
From the heater that is down there, and just to try it, I can use this controller and turn it on or turn it off. Yeah.
I love the multi-sensory. Oh, okay, we're squatting now, and we're picking up stuff, and we picked up a remote. Yeah, this is or Nokia. I don't know. This is super cool. So if people want to know more about this project, or maybe like get in touch with you, so that they can also experience this regular day in NYC, how should they get in touch with you? Either on social media or with your website?
Yeah, in social media on Instagram, they can follow me. My tag is Soy Primitivo. That is SOYPRIMITIVO. It's in Spanish, sorry. And you can follow me there, and I update there daily or weekly, so you can see what I'm doing.
Amazing. For those who didn't get that, we are also going to leave the link on the page itself. So thank you so much for your project.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna assume that we are on. Hello, can you tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Hi, I'm Matthew Olson. I'm in ITP, graduating in 2024, and the name of my project is For Amusement Only. My sign is currently switched off. That's news to me, but this project, I am here as a representative of Mata, a company that may sound similar to a well-known tech company. I'm running people through AR user interface tests conducted in VR, and it uses this testing interface here behind me, which you may be able to surmise is the front of a pinball machine. So you are able to play pinball in VR, but of course this is to try and simulate a real-world scenario using AR glasses. So you'll meet an AI buddy in this experience, and they'll try to give you some help with your pinball game, and hopefully nothing will go wrong.
Very interesting. Could you help us demonstrate your project?
Yes. So actually, if you don't mind, if you want to play,
For sure.
stand behind that blue line there and put the headset on, and let me know. You should see. Yes, you should see a pair of AR glasses floating in front of you. Just reach out and grab those and put them on. There we go. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Here, you're going to be able to hear what the bot is saying to you in just a moment. Oh, don't bring up the menu, please. Please say resume or close the menu. Hit resume. Hit resume. Blue button. Resume. There we go. The bot will have something to say first. Reach out to that menu and press accept. The menu to your, yeah, there we go. Well, you might want to read the terms first. I don't know. So you can ignore those instructions and just hit the red button to start. Feel for it there. Flippers on the side of the box. Flippers are on the sides of the box. Oh, the box is in front of you. You can reach out to the red button again, physically. Yep. And the blue buttons on the sides of the box will let you use the flippers, like pinball. Look to the side of the box. No, sides of the box. You can. Yep. Here, flippers. Flipper on the other side.
Please.
My name is Carol Wu. My project title is Shepherd's Things Like Sleepdom, and I'm a IMA first year.
Oh, very Shepherd's Things Like Sleepdom. Okay. Could you please explain what it is?
So basically, do you want me to like demo it?
Yes, a demo would be great.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a digital. You can like slide the controller left and right to like control the claw, and then the button like has the claw go down, and then you can like align it close like to the middle of the sheep to pick it up, and then if you like catch it, yeah, it will go into the goal like a real claw machine.
So it's wow. So it's basically a doll machine.
Yeah,
it's a claw machine.
Yeah, like in an arcade.
Yeah. Wait, I love this. It gives me the delusion that I can actually get it without being at the arcade.
Easier than like a real one. It is still rigged, but there's like a random chance of it dropping when you pick it up. But it's like a lot easier than a real one.
Yeah, the real one is the random chance of actually picking it up instead. Yeah, but I actually love this. How did you get the inspiration to create this, sheep-like doll claw machine?
So I was like over the summer I visited my cousins in China, and they like were really into these claw machines. But I couldn't like take any of the plushies that I want home because like I didn't have enough space in my luggage. So I decided to make a digital version. So like I can play like indefinitely, and also like if you win a game, like you don't have to like over consume on like stuffed animals.
This is lovely. I especially love the animal designs. And if people want to get in touch with you for this claw machine that they want to experience, or do you have any social media handles or websites that you want to share?
Oh no, I don't. Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. And wow, I especially like how they bounce. It makes me want to actually feel what it's like physically. And yeah, do you have anything you want to add?
Not really. I think that's it.
Oh yeah. So you created this on P5.js, right?
Yeah.
How was the process like?
The process was like I didn't really I've never really coded in like a big project before, and like this is like I use object-oriented coding, which is my first time, so it was like a lot of trial and error. And all the assets I drew were I drew in Procreate and I imported them in, and also like that was like a new thing for me too because I never like combined my drawings and programming before.
I think you did an incredible job. Thank you so much for sharing your project.
Thank you.
Hi, can you introduce yourself by telling us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Yeah, so my name is Audrey. I'm in IMA, and my project is titled Davey.
Wow, awesome. It sounds like an interesting project. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, so Davey is like a clicker game where you're interacting with a customizable character named Davey. But unlike like most clicker or most customizable characters, every time you click on Davey, he becomes like more miserable. So the player can choose to like make him happy or make him sadder, but that's up to them.
Wow, I think there are so many interesting parts about this project. What was maybe your inspiration creating this project?
Well, I started out like being inspired by games like Meme Maker and like Tamagotchi, you know, like virtual pets and customizable characters, but eventually I kind of decided to like flip that idea around and just because people seem to really like the character themselves itself, so I sort of leaned into the concept of like making him miserable as a customizable.
Gotcha, very interesting. Was there any particular technology you used in creating this project?
Yeah, so all the assets are drawn with Photoshop on my trackpad actually, and then all the coding is done in P5.js.
Wonderful. Are you maybe looking for other projects to work on, maybe like this?
Yeah, for sure. I think this project really like accelerated me towards like making games. I was always interested in making like films and like playing with like video art, but I think like games are a good way to introduce like interactivity into that, but still keep sort of like the entertainment aspect. So yeah, I think I'm definitely looking to do more like anything in that realm of like entertainment or like video, especially things that kind of like subvert the genre of like an existing like thing. But
wonderful, gotcha, that makes sense. For maybe then future collaborators, is there any online platform that you might want to share with us? Maybe like an Instagram, a website, something like that?
Yeah, so my Instagram is Audrey, Audrey, that's my name, but with 7 R's. So it's like AUDRRRRRRREY. And you can just like DM me there.
Wonderful, gotcha. Thank you so much for your project demonstration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And maybe your project title?
Hi, my name is Ziye, and he's Kevin.
I'm Kevin, and
Kevin.
this is Sandcastle, our interactive installation. And yeah, I'll let Ziye to introduce like the tech specs, and I'll do the rest.
So in our project, we use the joystick to control the XY table here, and the joystick can just feel free to move the left and right, forward, backward, and in the center of the XY tables, and the UV region will drop to a platform, and we have really powerful UV light here, which means all those drops will dry in 10 seconds. In this way, it's really easy to build up some layers and some shapes, and audience can just feel free to play this. We have no rules.
Yeah, so just like the process of building up the sandcastle, and also the main concept for our project is public arts. So we want this to be a very endurable length of project, and we want as many people as possible to have fun with it. We suppose after a couple of months, this will finally build up, and it will be a collaboration of maybe thousands of participants. And it's everybody's collaborative output. So I think our best visual effect is sandcastle with all the lights turned off. So please.
Yeah, we're gonna have the viewer. Oh, okay. The lights are now off, and the camera is aiming at the project itself. Wow, I really like how the material itself shine under the UV light. I think you guys did a great choice. Do you think you're going to continue to build on this already incredible project in the future?
Yes, sure. We've talked about to IDM department, and our sandcastle will be on IDM third floor in front of the gate for a couple of time, and we'll let everybody have fun with it. So we expect that they will build something cool.
And after this, we will find a way to just put it in somewhere in the campus. So just keep in touch. And here's our website. And you can just stay here a few seconds and let people scan the QR code.
Yep, take screenshots or scan the QR code right now. If you don't have it, if you can't do it, we're also going to leave the links on the page itself. Wow, thank you guys so much. And I can't wait to, add my part into this project as well.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
No, yeah, thank you. This is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us your name, your project title, and your department, please?
Okay, hello, my name is Davey, Davey, and my project is called Being an NYC Oyster. It is a multi-sensory VR experience. And if you want to have a try, there's a beanbag. Oh, right.
Wonderful, sure.
Want to have a try? Do you want to have a try? Oh, of course. Sit down, please. But now lay down. Sit down. Thank you so much. Again. Yes, yes.
We will now see the project demonstration of NYC Oyster, is it?
Yeah, being an NYC Oyster.
Wonderful. So, being a NYC Oyster. So this is a VR project, correct?
Yeah, it's a VR experience about being an oyster.
Wow, being an oyster, it sounds like a fun experience. What does this include?
It's like maybe ask our. Wait.
Hi, can you? I know you're demonstrating, but at the same time, this sounds like a fun experience. Could you tell us a little more about what the oyster goes through?
I mean, there's a experience from the very beginning. This is an oyster in Governor Island, and then you will during the storm and some very tough things like now. You see, yeah, and then you will be eaten because your cover has the most famous oyster eating place. Then over the 100 years, the oyster almost be eaten up.
Wait, oyster eating famous place?
Yes, your cover is the NYC eating famous place.
Oh wow! How are we going to experience that? Wow! Now we're in NYC.
Yes, we are in NYC now, and you are a NYC harbor. You are an NYC oyster in NYC harbor, and then you are suffering all the things here, and it's nice and peace. But then you will find yourself in the oyster bar and being eaten. And then there is a project called Billing Oyster Project. The volunteer will brush your tummy like the oyster's tummy shell, and then throw it back to the ocean. And then the new oyster, baby oyster, will reborn on the shell of the old oyster. You can see that it is like.
Oh my God! Wow, that is very interesting. Is there any particular inspiration that you got to create this project?
Yes, there's a class called Multisensory VR class, and our professor Winslow Potter gave us like the tray experience and a mushroom experience. I inspired from his project, like being not only a human, but also another food or some tray or some non-human things. It is like non-human centered experience. So that's why I'm doing this.
Oh, wow, very compelling. This is a very interesting project. If you are interested in working in VR projects in the future as well, is there a contact info that you could share with us?
I'm sorry.
If you are interested in working on future VR projects, other than this one, is there a contact info you would like to share with us? Maybe a website or an Instagram?
Yes, I would like to share my Instagram. It is called Wei.Wu.Dao, and you can see me in Instagram. It's pretty happy to see everybody. Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. Any last minute notes you would like to add to your project?
Yes, I really like multi-sensory experience.
Okay. Hello, could you please tell us your name and your project title, your program, please?
I'm Yuka Ding, and here's also I have another teammate called Austin Lee, but she's go back home, so I'm alone here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Project is called Suitcase. It is a VR story about leaving home and heading for a new country, for a new life.
Okay, I see. So is this a personal story that you created?
You can say so. It's based me and Austin share this same experience that we leave home and come here for ITP. And it was really a tough journey during the first time when we come here because it's a really long journey and we only have like 2 suitcases that we can bring stuff with. So it was really tough and we want to convey that kind of feelings during that experience.
I can definitely empathize with that, especially with the 30-hour layover and everything. Yeah, that sucked. Could you please tell us a little bit more about the process of creating this project or, you know, the storyline?
The storyline, actually, we almost nailed the storyline at the very beginning. Austin have this idea and I love it, so we didn't change much during that time. But the most difficulties are like the technical part. It's made in Unreal, and we don't actually have much experience with that. So we learn our way to do this. Yeah, and also we added some multisensory stuff, the wings, because it's for a class called multisensory. Yeah, that's it.
That's super cool. Although we don't have any interaction right now, I'm sure that the interaction documentation is on the page for the show, right?
You mean like
The
interaction?
yeah, the VR.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we want to check that out, we can go to the Winter Show page and see what's going on. Yeah, so if people want to get in touch with you on either Instagram or your website, do you have a link for us?
Yes, definitely. My Instagram is here. Can you see that?
Okay. It says DING-YUKE. Ding you. Yes, and if the audience didn't catch that, we're also going to link that onto the page itself. And do you have the Instagram for your friend, maybe?
For my friend? Oh, I'm sorry. You can contact me and I will.
Yeah. We'll add it on later too. So we got you. No, don't worry. So great job with this project. I can't wait to see more. Thank you so much.
Hello, can you tell us your name, your project title, and your department, please?
My name is Yifeng Pan. I'm a senior IMA student, and my project name is HD27. It's a game I developed in Godot engine.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little more about your project?
Yes, of course. So it's a collection of 4 different games, each with its own art style and gameplay mechanisms. So as you can see, the first game is a restaurant simulation game. The second one is a 3-dimensional city exploration game. The third one is a pixel-like dinosaur game, and the last one is a rhythm-based game.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a little more about the technology that was used in this project?
Yes, so I used the Blender to do 3D modeling and rigging and animation, and I used the Godot game engine to develop the game, and I used the Figma to do the UI elements and some Procreate to create the art styles.
Wonderful. Is there maybe a favorite part that you enjoyed when you were making this project?
Well, I really enjoyed developing the games by myself, and there are a lot of works I've done, so I really like how I put everything together.
Gotcha. Wow, this is a very sophisticated game piece. Would you like to work on something similar in the future?
Yes, I want to keep developing this game, and if I have choice, I can develop some games with different genres. Yeah, in the future, yes.
Wonderful. If so, for maybe recruiters in the future, for future opportunities, is there a website or a portfolio that you would like to share with us? Maybe an Instagram handle?
Yes, my Instagram is just my name, so it's yifeng.pan. It's yifeng.pan.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your presentation today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your show.
Okay. Hello. Could you please tell us your name, your project title, and your program, please?
All right. I'm Ashna Mali. My project is called Right on the Train. And then my program, I'm IMA.
Cool. Could you please tell us a little bit more of this project that you created?
All right. So this project is created with the ChatGPT API. I was messing around with that in Node.js, and I created a story where I asked that ChatGPT to behave like 2 characters. And the user is trying to fool these two characters into pretending like they didn't do a murder when they did do a murder. So in this way, it's a game that sort of doesn't need a track to continue the story. You can kind of say whatever you want, and based on that, the story will continue.
Awesome. I love that you use ChatGPT. So do you think, what kind of message were you trying to create with the combination of, user interface and AI?
All right, I was trying to create a message about miscommunication and sort of how it works. I created this in a class called Communications and Technology, and so in that class, we're kind of studying how miscommunication works, and I wanted to use what I learned for chaos and sort of create this game, and this is what came out of it.
It's absolutely lovely, and I think you did a great job. If you want to get in touch with you, do you have a website or an Instagram handle that you want to share?
Yes, my website is ashnasportfolio.cargo.site. I think that's what it is.
Don't worry, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my portfolio. If you want to check it out.
Okay, yeah. So even for the information, we're also going to leave that on the screen for the audience, so don't worry about it. And do you have anything you want to add on for the project?
I do not. Thank you.
Well, awesome. Thank you for your presentation.
Hello, can you introduce your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Yeah, my game is called Liquid Connection, and my name is Mingxuan. Actually, in this game, you can see it's a kind of arcade game. And let's go. I briefly show what is going to happen here. So this guy controls the whole environment here, and I'm the character now. So this game is not a traditional PvP game. It's about the whole environment and a one-player game. So I want to put it into the public space. So for strangers, kids, or any people who would show in maybe a mall, maybe a park, they can enjoy a game like the elves play the chess in the park. So this game's concept is designed for the public space and for the strangers to explore their relationship.
Wonderful. Is there a technology that was involved in this project? It seems like a very promising one.
So basically, to control the plates, the angle is using the motor and the Arduino, and the game and the graphics are all built by the Unity 3D.
Wonderful. Is this kind of project something you might also want to work in the future?
Yeah, really, because I really love the liquid texture. And I think the play with the liquid is a kind of humankind nature. And I really make it bigger and make it like a commercial product.
Interesting. And just to confirm, are you a ITP student?
I'm the ITP first year student.
Wonderful. For future opportunities, or maybe for someone who is interested in working with you in the future, is there a portfolio or a Instagram handle that you might want to share with us?
Yeah, I have Instagram. It's LRM802.
Wonderful. Maybe a website?
Sorry, website. I'm still building it. Yeah.
Do you happen to have a URL on you?
Yeah, I have, but I'm building it, so maybe next time. Thank you.
Gotcha. So maybe for future opportunities, people can tune into your Instagram for your website update.
Sure. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your work today.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting.
you share with us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Like my name is Yang, and I do this program with my teammates, and they are like Shimon and Zach. So we are doing like kind of a mafia game simulation with the refresh. Refresh version. So our program name is Five Finger Fillet, and we are using the tens to like simulate the stab fingers. Just we are inspired by the empathy experiment. Like when you cannot see something, but your hands are feel something, you will think you will feel the things unless even though you cannot see them. So our game is our idea is using the fake hand to play the game, and you can grab the weapon to stab the fake hand like between the space between the fake hand, and
Oh wow, yeah. This seems like a very sophisticated piece. Can you help demonstrate how to play it?
I can show.
Yeah, if you could show that, that would be wonderful.
So you need to wear the tens. So it's our like tens device for the simulation. And I think like I usually go like level 3, and you need to wear the glove first and put your real hand here and grab the weapon like this. And sorry. And when the game starts, you need to follow the light like this. So if you miss the LED, you will flash red, and just like this. And if you like stab the fake hand, you'll get shocked inside.
Oh wow! Can you maybe try that for us?
Yeah, I'm just shocked myself. I think this level is not high for me.
Oh wow! Yeah, I could see the red light coming on. Is that kind of indicating the shock?
No, the red light is just for the you miss the shot. You miss the LED. Like you need to follow the light like this. If you miss, you will flash red light. But if you stab the finger like this, I can feel it inside.
Oh wow! Yeah, thank you so much for doing this sophisticated demonstration for us. Thank you so much. And maybe for people who want to reach out to you regarding this work, is there a contact information you would like to share with us?
I'm not too sure.
Maybe like an Instagram?
Yeah, we can go Instagram.
Yeah, could you maybe spell out your Instagram for us?
I'm sorry, I don't remember. It's electric shape 08, I think.
No worries at all. If so, can you maybe share your project title and your name again so people could find you on the ITP directory?
Okay, you can take the
Wonderful. So Five Finger Fillet, FFF, and by Shimeng, Yiyang, and Zach.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, wonderful. Hope you have the rest of your show. Hope you enjoy the rest of your show, and thank you so much for your demonstration again.
Thank you.
Oh, what do we have here? What's wow? Could you tell us a little bit about this project? Also, could you tell us your names and the program, please?
I'm Sophia, and this is Iris. Yeah, and we are first year ITP students, and this is our project for introduction to physical computation.
Introduction to physical computations. Very cool. It looks like a massive cloud with pink LED lights inside, and the user is sitting on a chair with a headband and sorry, the person. And could you please explain a little bit of what's going on in this project?
Yeah, so we are using a music EEG headset, and when the
Oh yeah, it looks like that the project. Oh, yeah. Now I really want to try it out. Could you please tell us a little bit of the process of what it's like to create this project?
Of course. So we are always interested in about the brainwave of the human. So we are using this EEG headset to detect the human brain. When the beta wave is higher than alpha wave, the inflatable installation will inflate, and the LED inside will light up. Otherwise, it will not. Yeah.
You guys, how did you guys connect the EEG to the installation itself?
You mean the technical aspect?
Yeah, the mechanics of this project.
Okay. So we are using a fence and a relay control socket, and we send the data
by OSC live streaming to the computer, like to the Arduino, so it will control the on and off of the inflated structure.
This is super cool. So do you have any, if people want to get in touch with you, do you have any websites or Instagram handles that you want to share?
Yes, of course. So Sophia's Instagram is Sophia Shen, and my Instagram is 5noise2. Yes.
Okay, cool. We're also going to leave that on the screen for the audience, and thank you so much for your project. Please tell us your name, your project title, and your program, please.
Hey, my name is Weber. I'm an ITP student, and this is an AI Tinted Mirror.
Whoa, I can see myself in that. Could you please tell us a little bit more about how you created this AI mirror thing and what program you used?
Yeah, so what it's doing is, you see that right there? It's taking screenshots 10 times a second, sending it over to an AI model called Stable Diffusion LCM, which is a new one, and then sending it back right away. That way you can see yourself in that prompt style right there. You can React for a front end.
Nice. And do we get to put in the prompt at the bottom?
Yeah, you can put in any aesthetic style, person, a character, like Shrek or Picasso. A lot of people put Shrek for some reason, but yeah, you can put whatever you want in. What style do you want?
Well, I love it. I think Drake, 2013, Nothing Was the Same is already a great prompt to begin with. What was the message that you were trying to convey with this mirror?
It's called a tinted mirror because you can see yourself in a different style, however you want to see yourself. But I plan to bring this into augmented reality, just because I feel like a tinted mirror, a mirror is like one context for augmented reality, but I want to try putting on glasses. So if I like look on the floor and I say like, I want to see a flower, it would just bloom right in front of me. So that's kind of like the next step for this at least. And this model just dropped, so I think it'll get better over time.
Definitely.
Quality and whatnot.
Definitely. I actually really love the kind of sort of collage effect that AI is creating right now. And I think the AR
aspect is definitely really, really cool. So now we're putting in Animal Crossing for the mirror. Let's see what we get. Oh! I think I vaguely... Yeah, now you're Animal Crossing. Yeah, I think another one that works well is now we're putting down Picasso Cubist style. Angular painting. Yeah, so now it's kind of like in Picasso style, so like it'll kind of take the image and then try to interpolate what's going on.
And this is awesome. So if you want to know more about this project or just about what you do, can they find you on Instagram or any social media platform or website?
Yeah, I guess my personal Instagram, weber.ww, would work.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Davey. Thank you for spending time with me. Great moment. Thank you. Yep. Also, this is an audio reactive piece, so anyone that wants to play guitar or sing a song or I don't know, like feel free to express yourself here. And whenever you are saying or doing any sound movements, this visual will appeal into water ripples, feel into the low pitch of your sound, or a water wave, feel into your high pitch of sound. So yeah, it's just a way of visualize your sound. So yeah, enjoy.
Woo!
Hi, so there's a performance after this.
Okay, sorry for the technical difficulty, and here we have Kayla. And, yeah, Kayla. And can you please tell us your program and your project title, please?
I'm a second year at IMA, and my project is called Reminiscence.
Cool. Could you please tell us a little bit more about Reminiscence? What is it for, and what does it do?
So basically, the first part is a quiz that basically tries to communicate nostalgic emotions through smell. So it'll assign you a specific nostalgic scent from these 6, and it'll light up on this box based on your answers in the quiz. And then this is all packaged into this website where you can browse through the scents and kind of rub the stickers and see the different smells.
Wow, this is so cool and interactive. I feel like this reminds me of like the smell book that I used to have as a kid. Could you please tell us what inspired you to create this nostalgic scent machine?
So I'm really drawn to like nostalgic emotions, and I was also inspired by like those scratch and sniff stickers that you get in like elementary school. So I wanted to kind of combine that and make it digital instead of like a physical thing. So I wanted to, try to evoke those nostalgic emotions.
Yeah, I think you did an absolutely amazing job in here, and I love the theme and the aesthetic you went for in the website. How long did it take you for you to develop this process?
I think about like a month to create like every single part all together, because it's just like a ton of mini projects kind of like combined into one.
I think you did a great job combining all of them. So if people want to get in touch with you to learn more about this, do you have a website or a social media handle that you want to share?
Can I share my email?
Of course.
My email is kja9126@nyu.edu.
Amazing. We're also going to leave your information on the screen for the audience. Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you.
Hi. Can you tell us your name, your program, and your project title, please?
Of course. My name is Tamanna, and I am my first year at ITP, and the project's name is Light Me Up. It's for my PCOM final, and it also incorporates a little bit of ICM.
Wonderful. Is that related to this project?
Yes, it's this project right here. This is basically a light art canvas. So you're drawing on light. Instead of just drawing on a piece of paper, you're drawing on a canvas that's filled with light.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think there was a misunderstanding on my end. So the project's title is Light Me Up Interactive LED Art Canvas, and that's by Tamana Jun Yo. Awesome. Is there any parts that you particularly enjoyed while working on this project?
Definitely, because I do not come from a tech background. So the fact that I ended up actually making this project was something that's like a big achievement in itself. But particularly, I think the fabrication part, because I'm a designer, is what interests me the most. I really enjoyed the whole process of fabrication. And apart from that, I think the idea, the process of coming up with this whole idea about how to present it was another one of the most interesting parts in the whole process. But yeah.
That makes sense. This seems like a very amazing project. Can you help us demonstrate it a little bit?
Of course, let me help you. So this project is a miniature version of a big art installation that I aim to do in the future. And so ideally, you would be like this size, and this is a big room. And instead of just one person interacting with the whole project, with the whole canvas, it could be like multiple people interacting with it. And the outcome would be like, once everything is done, once everyone is done painting their thoughts out, the outcome would be a collage of multiple thoughts, like multiple artworks made by people. So just a miniature version with lower resolution is, so you can just draw. You can use a Wacom tablet to draw on it.
Oh, wow, that is very interesting.
So that's how it basically works. You can draw anything. You can draw a flower. You can literally write your name. And just because of the limitations of the time that I had right now, it's like the resolution is super low. But ideally, what I wanted to achieve was like a big project with like a very high resolution, so that whatever you wish to draw, you can just draw it out.
No, but still, even in like a very small canvas, I think that idea really punches through. For people who want to find you online for maybe future opportunities or works related like this, is there an Instagram or online platform that you could share with us?
Sure, I do have an Instagram. I've just started uploading my work on it. It's a little complicated. I hope you understand. It's basically _ t.a.m.n.n.a and then underscore. But if ever you want to contact me for any work related stuff or anything in general, you can always just contact me on Instagram.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your presentation. And yeah, that was a whole lot of projects at 370J 4th and 2nd floor. Thank you so much for tuning into 2023 Winter Show for ITP, IMA, and LowRes. And make sure to keep in touch with our projects and maybe tune in for future projects and student work and shows that are upcoming as well. Thank you so much for tuning in once again, and happy holidays.